problems on friction of an object on an inclined surface. In the previous video presentation, we discussed problems on friction of object on different planes. In that, we discussed object on horizontal plane. Okay, we have discussed the derivative part. After that, we move into the we seen one or two problems in that. Okay. After that, we move to the inclined surface derivative part. Okay. So today video presentation, let me solve some problems, one or two problems related to the friction on inclined surface, object of friction on inclined surface. Okay. So let me go into the problem. Right. First, the problem example number 3. A body of weight 500 Newton is pulled up along an inclined plane having an inclination of 30 degrees with the horizontal. If the coefficient of friction between the body and the plane is 0.3 and force is applied parallel to the inclined plane, determine the force required. So this is the question. So let me draw the diagram for this problem. So it is an inclined surface. It makes an angle of 30 degree. Makes an angle of 30 degree, and there is an object over the inclined surface. Right. So here, the normal force is acting in upward direction. That is here, normal force, and the weight of the object. The weight of the object is acting downward, and there is an external force acting towards upward direction. That is P. Okay. So once the external force is there, there is an always frictional resistance in the opposite direction, F. Right. So this is the problem. So this W, that is weight of the object, makes an angle of 30 degree with thicker. Okay. So let me draw the free body diagram for this case. So downward force is acting in this direction, W, this is W, and normal force is always acting normal to this inclined surface plane or right angle to this surface object. Okay, this is N and this is P. So the weight of the body is given 500 Newton and frictional resistance acting in this direction. This is F, small f. Okay. So let the data given in this problem is, so weight of the object is given 500 Newton and alpha, that is angle of inclination 30 degree is given, and mu value which is, that is coefficient of friction given 0.3. So these are the data given here. Now let me calculate the angle of friction. Angle of friction. Okay. So we know the formula, phi equal to tan inverse of mu. So this is the frictional resistance, right? So which is equal to tan inverse of 0.3, then you will get the phi value. So tan inverse of 0.3, so you will get 16.69 degree. 16.69 69 degrees. So this is the phi, that is angle of friction. So alpha is the angle of inclination and phi is the angle of friction. Then we will move to the force friction will be acting downward here. So the force of friction will be acting downward, small f, downward direction, because they apply force in upward direction. So the body tends to move in upward direction because we are applying the force in upward direction. Okay. Now we have used the equilibrium equation to resolve the forces. Okay. So resolving the forces, we need to apply equilibrium equation. So sum of fx is equal to 0. So sum of fx is equal to 0 means minus f plus p minus, so this makes angle alpha, minus f p minus w sin alpha, which is equal to 0. From that, f equal to so this go to the right side. So p minus w sin alpha. Also we know f equal to mu into n. According to the frictional formula derivation, we know the f equal to mu into n. And then next, similarly, resolve all the forces in vertical direction, that is Fy, which is equal to 0. So in this problem, so the surface is inclined. The reference coordinatal axis is here. This is x axis and this is y axis. So according to my terminology, this is my x axis, not horizontal, because the surface is inclined. Okay, right. So sum of Fy, which is equal to 0. So here plus n minus w into cos alpha, which is equal to 0. From that, n equal to w cos alpha. Right. So solving these two equations, P equal to, okay, so solving this, you can take it, this is as equation 1 and this is equation 2. Okay, so solving these two equations, P equal to w sin alpha plus mu into, instead of n I am substituting w cos alpha. Okay, instead of n I am substituting w cos alpha, mu into w cos alpha. Right. So from that, you know the values, you can substitute directly. So w 500 into sin 30 degree plus 0.3 into 500 into cos 30 degree. So you substituting the values, you will get the P value. So I got the value of 379.90 Newton. I calculated, the value has been 379.79 Newton. So P equal to 379.79 Newton. So this is my final value. So we wind up this problem because in the question asks determine the force required. Okay. So the force is applied parallel to inclined plane. Determine the force required to pull the object. So this is the final value Okay, next I will move into the second problem of this inclined surface. Okay, so here the problem is, I read the problem, a four-wheel drive car as shown in figure, the figure is given in the problem, has a mass of 200 kilograms. See here the mass is given, not the weight of the object is given. Here mass is given, so it is 200 kilogram with the passengers. The weight of the car plus including the passengers. The road weight decline at an angle. The thing is given. I think with the value here with the horizontal. Okay, that is this value is not given. Okay, if the coefficient of friction between the tire and the road is 0.3, what is the maximum inclination that can theta be climbed? This is the question. So the angle required to the vehicle can go forward, okay, without tilting the car, the vehicle can go forward. What is the angle required? Suppose it is very steep, it is very difficult to move forward. Okay, so required angle we need to calculate in this problem. Okay, we will move on to this problem. First, I will draw the free body diagram of this problem. Okay, I will draw the free body diagram of this problem. So my axis of reference is this direction, because my surface is inclined. Right here, my load is acting downward. W, which is equal to mass into acceleration due to gravity. Okay, so m into g, right? Because the mass is given in this problem. Mass is given here. Next, there is an force, because the vehicle is moving forward direction, P, and there is an frictional resistance in this direction. There is an frictional resistance in the opposite direction. That is, since the vehicle is moving in the forward direction, the frictional resistance is here, F. Okay, right. Next, here in this diagram, the height of road, that is the center of the vehicle from the floor is given, which is equal to the height of this center point is 0.25 meter. Okay, so this is the given, and the normal force is acting in this direction, that is normal to this surface, inclined surface N. Okay, so here first I am going to apply the equilibrium equation for this case. All other details such as the distance between center of the vehicle to rear wheel and the center of from the center to front wheel, all those distances are given. And so before going to apply equilibrium equation, let me tell you some things about this problem. So the wheels are rotating clockwise direction, that is in this direction. Then only the vehicle move forward. Okay, clockwise direction. Both the wheels are rotating in clockwise direction to climb the roadway. The forces of friction on the front wheel and the rear wheel, which is called as this is you can call as frictional forces at front wheel and frictional forces at rear wheel. Okay, will be acting upward to the opposite direction of the motion of the wheel. Okay, so these are the things related with this problem. So let me apply the equilibrium equation for this problem. First, apply equilibrium equation. Apply equilibrium equation. Okay, first summation of Fx which is equal to 0. So here there is frictional resistance. This is, you can take it, this is NF, that is normal force in the front wheel, and this is NR, normal force in the rear wheel. Okay, sum of effect. So here F, frictional resistance at rear wheel plus frictional resistance at front wheel, which is equal to mass into acceleration due to gravity into sin theta. Sin theta. So you are resolving all the forces into this horizontal direction. So frictional force, this is Fr, rear force, and this is F, front force, front. So Fr, both the frictional resistance are in towards right direction, so that Fr plus Ff, which is equal to this weight, you need to resolve to this direction. Okay, this weight. So left hand side is minus mg sin theta. You will become into right hand side. It will get plus mg sin theta. So this is angle theta actually. This is theta angle. So that's why I am using sin theta here. Okay. So this is the case, and I am applying the the m value 2000. In the problem it is given 2000 kilogram. 2000 into 9.81 sin theta. So you will get 19620 sin theta. It is in Newton unit. Okay, similarly, summation of which is equal to 0, summation of Fy which is equal to 0. Okay, so RR, that is that is NR, sorry, NR plus NF, which is equal to mg cos theta. So NR is the normal reaction at rear wheel, NF is the normal reaction at front wheel, and this W you need to resolve in vertical direction. So that's why, so this is your angle theta. So W is the mass into acceleration due to gravity. Okay. So mg into cos theta, because the angle is with respect to the vertical axis. Okay. Right. So here, so 2000 into 9.81 cos theta. So you will get the value of 19620 cos theta Newton. Okay. Also, Fr, that is frictional at rear wheel, which is equal to mu into normal reaction at the rear wheel. Okay. So using similarly Ff, which is equal to mu into Nf. So the general formula, F equal to mu into N. Okay. So R means rear wheel, R for rear wheel, and F for front wheel. Okay. Now you need to use this equation F R, that is frictional resistance at rear wheel plus frictional resistance at front wheel, which is equal to mu into RR plus NR plus NF. Right. So now I am applying this Fr value, frictional resistance at rear wheel, 19620 sin theta, which is equal to mu into NR plus NF. So here from that R RR plus RF, NR plus NF plus NR, NF plus NR, which is equal to 19620 sin theta divided by 0.3. right? So this value is 65400 sin theta. This is NF plus NR, and also you know NR plus NF is this value. NF plus NR is 19620 cos theta. Now you can solve this too. You will get the that is sin this value 65, that is sin theta by cos theta, which is equal to sin theta by cos theta, which is equal to 19620 divided by 65400, which is equal to 0.3. So from that, theta equal to 16.7 degree. Degree. So here I am substituted FR plus FF, which is equal to, you have the value here. You have the value here, FR plus FF equal to 19620 sin theta, which is equal to mu NR plus NF. Okay, from that NR plus NF, which is equal to this value divided by mu 0.3, you will get this value. And also already you calculated here, that is NR plus NF equal to 19620 cos theta. Now you can solve these two equations, that is 19620 cos theta and 6540 sin theta. You can cross multiply it. So sin theta by cos theta is equal to 19620 divided by this 65440, which is equal to 0.3. Okay, so sin theta by cos theta, which is equal to tan theta actually. Okay, so tan theta equal to 0.3, theta equal to tan inverse of 0.3, tan inverse of 0.3. So it will get 16.6769 degrees. So I am round it up to 16.7 degrees. So this is the second problem. In the question, they asked the calculate the angle of inclination theta. Okay, so I calculated this value. Okay, so that's it. So I summarize the today's video presentation. Okay, so first we look into the problem on object on inclined surface, example number 3, and then we will move on to the object on inclined surface. In the first problem, we calculated the required force to pull the object in the inclined surface. Okay. In the second, that is the fourth problem, we are calculating the angle of inclination. Okay, to move the object in inclined surface. Okay. So let me wind up this today's session. In the next video presentation, I am going to give you a talk on ladder friction and then wedge friction. Okay. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you all.